Yes, it is me, Biqtch Puddin, as the Dark Lady from one of my favorite animes, Sailor Moon. Get into it. Do I look like I want to f my dad and my mom in the same episode?
Yes.
I get meatball head up in here. Ooh, and I'm ready for a bowl of pasta with tuxedo mask. Hi everyone, it's your favorite bitch, me, Biqtch Puddin, and welcome back to my channel. And today on Transformations, I'm gonna be turning myself into evil Chibiusa. Yes, that is the Dark Lady from Sailor Moon. Do you like Sailor Moon? I f***ing love Sailor Moon. This is a character that was only in one episode, Chibiusa, so it's like Sailor Moon's daughter. She gets captured and then she gets taken over and she becomes evil and she goes back to her mom and dad. And when she goes back to her mom and dad, she has like a weird nope for her dad for some reason and then hates her mom. And I kind of relate to that. Nani? So let's do some makeup. First things first, we gotta block our brows. And today we're gonna do so with some brow covers. So I'm using a silicone brow cover. I'm peeling them and I'm also mapping them out on my face before I apply, just to make sure I get the position just right. For that, I'm just using a light colored marker, making some dots on it, and then I'm sticking it over once I'm done peeling it. Put it over my eyebrow, and then I'm gonna dissolve the edges with some acetone. You could use nail polish remover, but I suggest you actually get acetone itself. It will dissolve the edges better, and it'll make it way more seamless. And for that application, I'm being very delicate because we're around our eyes, and I'm using a little bit amount on a Q-tip brush. So I'm using a Q-tip brush, dissolving the edges to make it seamless on my brow covers with some acetone. And I'm being very careful because we're going around our eyes, so I gotta be careful. And this to make sure that the edges are seamless, I'm going over the powder to see if there's any texture. So far, I think they look pretty good. Now, the time has come where I must shave my luxurious mustache. The Sailor Moon character doesn't have a mustache. I can interpret it that way, but you know what? Y'all been asking for it, so I think I gotta kill her today. A moment of silence for my mustache, please. It's gonna be okay. Oh, fuck. Cry. I'm not gonna cry. Ah! Okay, we're doing this, yay! This is for you, France. Let's get into it. Let's do the other side. For future reference, I don't think you should do this over your makeup brushes, but I choose chaos in my life. So I completely shaved it using multiple razors. When you're shaving a huge amount of facial hair like that, that's pretty thick, you want to use different things. So I'm using kind of like almost like a weed whacker first, and then I'm gonna go in there with something that goes closer to the skin. If you go in with those little baby razors, it's gonna hurt. So don't do that. And then I'm gonna moisturize my face and prep my skin for makeup. So we're gonna go in with a moisturizer, and then I'm going in with my favorite primer. You wanna use a moisturizer that's good for your skin and use a primer that's really good for your foundation. So first off, I took a concealer that's very thick, and I applied it in my problem areas. My problem areas being my brows, my under bags of my eyes, as well as my mustache and chin area. I'm focusing on that, but whatever you need to focus on in order to achieve this look, do that. Basically, this is my color correction. It's something I have to cover, otherwise it's gonna peek through the makeup. Then over top that, I'm going all over with a more kind of medium to full coverage makeup. I'm using a medium to full cover foundation for the rest of my face outside of the problem areas. And then I'm gonna go in and highlight with a nice crisp white in my T-zone. All right, now we gotta draw some eyebrows down. Now I have a product that I'm gonna use over top, but I love to start my brows off with a fine point felt tip pen. In order to get a thin brow, I'm gonna take two different colors. I'm gonna take a light brown and then a dark brown. I'm using dark brown on the tail tip at the ends and a light brown in the middle. We're gonna go over top that with a liquid lip of light pink with a flat angled brush. And then I'm gonna conceal the bottom part and clean them up to make sure they're both symmetrical with the white cream we used earlier to highlight our T-zone. And then I'm gonna set that with a neutral setting powder. Don't judge me on my eyeshadow palettes, everybody, because literally I'm a real makeup artist and my messy. I know your looks messy. If you want it pretty, that's not what you're here for. We're here to actually do makeup, all right? So these are the shadows I'm gonna use to achieve this look. And now we're taking kind of a bigger eyeshadow brush. I don't know correct terms. It's gonna be our transition shade. So we're gonna put it all over the outer V of our eye, like right over here and stuff. The key to blending out a beautiful smoky eye is shades. So I'm using 3 different shades. One's a beautiful raspberry shade, then I'm gonna go in a deeper, richer oxblood dark maroon color. I'm gonna go into the very outer corner of my eye to kind of deepen it and make a beautiful gradient from black to that oxblood to that raspberry shade. Well, great! Now we got the outer part of the eye makeup done. Let's do our inner part. This is the fun part. We're going over the top with a duochrome twin flame chrome liquid eyeshadow. I'm just placing that on my lid and then going over top with one of my favorite finely milled iridescent shadows. This is gonna make our eyes look like pixies and they're everywhere, and apocalypses in bliss and shimmer is just exploding on my eyelid. And then lastly, I'm just gonna take some black eyeliner and line over top. All right, now I'm gonna take a contour brush and we're gonna contour our face. So we're doing our nose, and we're gonna do our cheeks, our forehead, and yes, get that chin, baby. Contour it up. Now we're gonna put in contacts. Contacts, yay! First things first, before you do contacts, you wanna sterilize your hands, so we're gonna do that. This is alcohol. Sailor Moon. Now these are scleras, so they're a little bit bigger than normal to make my eyes look a little bit more doll-like. So we glued on our lashes, which is essential. You need some lashes on this makeup, all right? So glue on your favorite pair of lashes. I decided to go crazy and I want to look very villainous, so I went with a bunch of them. And then I did a highlight underneath my brow, and then I put some shimmer shadow on the under part of the lash and above my brow bone. Now we're gonna do blush. I love blush. Now what I'm doing right now, I'm just going over my mustache because it's annoying and it still wants to come through. Even though we just killed her, she's still back with a vengeance. So I'm gonna have to go over again with a very thick concealer, and then I'm just setting it one last time before I put on the lip and the finishing touches to my makeup. Okay, now we're gonna apply blush all over the face, and I mean all over, diva. We're gonna add more dimension to the face by using multiple shades of blushes. We're gonna do our cheeks, forehead, get under the chin, why not? Add some to your nose, the more the merrier. Then I'm going to add some highlighter to the dimples in my cheeks, as well as right underneath my eye where it meets my hairline. All right, lastly, we did our lips. We're gonna line our lips with a pink liner and then going over with a dark magenta liquid lipstick. And then I'm gonna pop it off with some shimmer, and it's the same shimmer we kinda used to cut our under eye and that we used on our lid of our eyes. And then we also gotta put on our jewel because we're part of the Dark Moon clan. Last but not least, I'm gonna apply some setting spray and then we ready for the night. Ooh woo. For those who don't know, Usagi is the star of Sailor Moon, and she actually transforms into Sailor Moon. And later it's found out that she's actually the princess of the Moon Kingdom. So Chibiusa is actually Serenity's daughter, so she will inherit the Moon Kingdom. And later in the anime, she falls in love with a unicorn. I'm not fucking kidding. Wow, well, that was a fun makeup tutorial. I hope you learned something, but I am not feeling the look quite yet, because it wouldn't be bitchin' transformations if I just stayed like this. So I'm gonna transform, and I will see you shortly. And that's the bitchin' transformation. Are y'all feeling this chibi Ursa? Ooh, evil, I'm gonna go fuck my daddy, my mom fantasy. I love anime, don't you? Where an evil little 12-year-old can grow up into a beautiful, bodacious woman that looks just like her mom with pink horns. Well, if you liked this anime transformation, what would you like to see me do next time? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows, you might see me show up as your cousin. I might do a transformation of them, so make sure you subscribe. Oh, God, you're hot. You remind me of my dad.